If jumping, sneezing, or a hard cough sometimes catches you off guard and you've quietly stopped doing exercises because of it without ever telling your trainer or instructor why, this one's for you. In this video, I'm walking you through the exact approach I use with my clients who are dealing with any leaking during exercise, so you know that it's a fixable pattern and not something you just have to work around and live with forever. And if you want the guide I use to walk you through this step by step, comment core in the comments and I'll send it to you. My name is Stephanie Doyle. I run Strong Moms Lift out of my Scarborough garage gym. 6 years, over 50 women trained, and I see this pattern play out in roughly 1/3 of women that I work with. Here's how it usually shows up in a generic fitness program or group fitness class. You catch a cold, have a hard coughing fit or many hard coughing fits, and something happens involuntarily. You're embarrassed, so you don't say anything to the instructor or to anyone. And instead, you just quietly start ruling out movements on your own. No jumping, lighter squats, skipping anything that feels even a little bit risky might cause a leak. Nobody in that room even knows that it's happening, so nobody adjusts anything for you. The problem is what happens next. Most women either assume this is permanent and just build their whole training around avoiding it forever, or they think the only fix is stepping away from lifting weights altogether. Both responses treat a fixable pattern like a fixed limit, and in a group setting, there's no one reading it closely enough for you to learn otherwise. Here's the actual order that I work through with my clients once I know that it's happening. So first we work on breathing technique. So that includes a full 360 rib expansion on the inhale and exhaling on exertion with a slight pelvic floor lift instead of holding tension down, bearing down, so that creates downward pressure onto your pelvic floor. Plus the fuller breathing pattern instead of a shallow chest or belly only breath that tends to spike intra-abdominal pressure. Second, we work on active engagement cues layered into the lifts that you're already doing. So for most women, those two things combine changes things a lot to reduce or minimize the symptoms. Nothing about the exercise itself has to change. If cueing isn't enough, then that is where we take the next step of modifying the exercise, like range of motion or changing the exercise variation if needed before removing the movement entirely. And if it's still showing up beyond that, that's probably where you need to go see a pelvic floor physiotherapist. This works because the first fix is almost never just to stop doing the thing. It's changing how you're doing the thing. So you don't need to give up anything permanently. You need someone reading it closely enough to catch the pattern and help to adjust it with you. Want the guide that walks you through this? Drop core in the comments and I'll send it to you.